Welcome to Co-Play Media, a look inside the world of video games, anime, and the blurred community. And now, here are your hosts, Diers and Demo.
Welcome to Co-Play Media!
Yes, sir. Good, bro.
Man. What's up, man? What's going on, guys?
Chilling, man.
Yo, it's me, your boy D. It's Demo in the building.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's Rolando in the building. You know what I'm saying? It's Russell in the house, man. What's going on, guys? 360Z in the house.
I'm excited about this show.
This is going to be a fantastic
I realized
one.
earlier that you were getting your radio voice on when you said someone was lunching. He said, you said Drake is lunching. I was like, oh yeah, he ready for this.
He's ready. Oh yeah, I'm
ready for this podcast.
That joint made it so DC though, bro. If you heard luncheon, you know where we from.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah. He said lunching.
I know.
Oh yeah. Super appropriate, man. I can't help but enunciate.
Wow. There we go.
Lean in, bro. So they hear all the smoke.
I hear all of it, man. It's super clear. Yo,
the smoke.
Welcome back, guys. Yo, man, so much has happened since the last time we've been together. Well, we've all been separate. This is the first time you guys are here, like, as part of the two parts of 360Z.
Oh, yeah.
This is amazing. This is amazing. Like, I'm super happy to have you guys here, man.
Yes.
I know you guys have super deals coming up. I know you just came out of Thailand, didn't you?
That drum was fire, bro.
Yo, man, you gotta hit us. You gotta regale us with the tales of the training montage, cuz.
That drum was so hard, bro. It was the best training I ever had.
This time better than the other Thai trips?
Oh, yeah. It's better. This is better every training I ever had. That gym just too savage. Like, there's so many champions in that gym. Like, everybody in the gym is a champ. And if they're not a champ, they about to be a champ. And that's facts.
Wow. That's fire.
That's facts. There's only one dude that's not a champ there, and he has a title fight coming up.
Oh, so he's about to be one.
Yeah, he definitely about to be a champ. That dude's savage.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing, yo. Like, that's I still want to give you props for the dedication of the fight. I know both of you guys do martial arts, right?
Yep.
But, and yo, man, you trying to, you dabble, but are you going pro with it too, man? You trying to go pro with it too, man?
Yo, he in there again. Every day, bro.
Yo, man, hey, put it on the line. Like, I would do it. You know, it's going to take me a minute, but I'm
Bro would tell you, though, that, like, it's a very firm decision between competing and just training. So.
And I thought about that because sometimes it's like I want to box, but it's like, do I want to compete or just train?
That's the hardest part
as a boxer.
I
feel like if you're training, you're going to want to compete at some point.
Like,
it's natural. You know what I'm saying?
You're going to want to test yourself.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I got to test these hands.
You just gotta know.
Like, can I build and destroy? Like,
you just got to know what level in which you want to compete.
Right.
That's all you got to know. Like, that's important.
Wouldn't box without headgear. I'm just going to be honest.
Hey, real talk, man. Hey, you don't want to get back to work and be like, yo, how do I do accounting again? Like, yo, how do I do my job? Like, I can't remember the slightest moment. Like, yo, I got hit in the back of the head.
You don't want to be like
Antonio.
Antonio Brown out here.
Oh my God.
Hey, yo.
Hey, let me stop.
Crazy.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man. You just got to decide like what level you want to take it to.
Yeah.
What shucks.
That's a question for any hobby, though. Any talent.
It's how far you want to take it. Yeah.
R.I.P. Kobe. That's what he was saying.
Yo, man. R.I.P. Kobe, man.
R.I.P. Kobe on that note.
Yo, like, I can't believe that he would die in that way of all ways. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy. So they were saying it sounds like the helicopter pilot was just disoriented because the clouds and stuff were thicker than this usually. Yeah. Than it usually is. But I know, like, just studying, like, trying to be, like, pilot and stuff.
You're going to be a pilot?
I want to be. It's expensive.
Do you want to be one now?
No, I do. But it's funny because when you train as a pilot, there's different levels. Like, there's a visual... There's a visual level, then there's an instrument level. So the visual is like you can fly by looking at the terrain.
Oh, that's tight.
And then the other level is like you can fly just looking at your instruments. So like if you can't see, you can look at your instruments and get wherever you're going safely, like on autopilot or something.
So like in a storm, you can be like, yo, I don't even need to look up. I got the GPS on, you know what I'm saying? We're going this way.
Exactly. So it was unfortunate.
Northwest.
It was just bad circumstances for him.
And like I hear
that's the worst part, bro. Like I was thinking about this joint for a while. Like usually as a defense mechanism or a coping mechanism, you can flip it in your mind to have somewhere to put your anger. It's nowhere to put the anger. You just got to deal with the pain, bro.
Yep. There's no one.
Like Kobe gone, his daughter gone. You know what I mean? Like 7 other people gone. There's no way to get over this joint with them except time, bro.
Yeah.
Such a great loss, bro.
And that was the unfortunate part, man.
And it goes to show, like, you gotta live your life, man, because you never know. Like, you never know what could happen. Like, I'm sure they didn't expect. I'm sure Kobe would never thought he would die in a helicopter. You know what I'm saying?
That was his own joint, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, it was his.
It was his?
Yeah.
I was thinking it was like a charter flight.
Yeah, I thought they were just
all the time.
Oh my God.
Yeah, see, it was probably just another day.
We just got to live by his mantra. That's the best way. You just got that Mamba mentality stuff is very real to me.
Oh, yeah. Immortal.
Very real.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And you can see the way he applied it. And you know, it's another thing, I think, because I follow a lot of the ESPN stuff and all that. They talk about how he was going into this next phase of his career and how passionate he was about surpassing his NBA career with writing and movies and all that. I think a lot of people might hear that and take it as a grain of salt, like they're trying to sensationalize it. I watched those interviews. They're not sizing it.
He's serious.
I watched the interviews when he retired. He was sitting in an interview saying, "Look, basketball was the beginning. I'm ready to." And he was talking about, "I'm going to be the best at this and this and this," and you would believe him because of the intellect he had.
He meant it,
and
bro.
the intensity.
Yeah, so you got a
saying?
Grammy for the animated film, bro.
Yeah.
The one about basketball.
Yeah.
Like Kobe was, that
He's
kind of
genius.
intensity. My mom has a phrase that she will always say, right? Like, a double-minded man is unstable in all of his ways. There's no way you can be excellent here and subpar here.
Right.
Like, if you have that mentality, like I'm the Mamba mentality, right? Of that, I'm going to be excellent. It doesn't drop off. I don't do Muay Thai all the way and then do music half-ass. Like, everything excellent.
Yeah.
He never slacks on nothing, too.
Yeah.
Russ never slacks on nothing. Facts. Like, just a person that is consistency is the word.
Right.
Ooh.
You can't be consistent and inconsistent because that's the counter to the definition of consistent.
Exactly. And then you stagnant.
Yeah,
it's like
you just not
positive.
real.
It ain't nowhere to go. Yeah.
Facts. You just not real. Like, there's no way that, consistent people never fall off. Inconsistent people always fall off.
Yo.
That's a fact.
I mean, you know how hard it is to be consistent?
That's the hardest thing in the world.
Yo, it is a feat of strength. Like, if you're just a
discipline.
regular dude being consistent for all your life, you've done more than like 75% of the world. You know
That
what
is
I'm saying?
the most difficult thing is to be consistent.
Oh, yeah.
It's lit. I swear, I put money on that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm in a building of a lot of entrepreneurs right now, and I just put it this way. If any of us were inconsistent people like most people are, this podcast wouldn't be happening right now.
Right.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Facts.
I know so many people who work in my building who do podcasts, and there's no follow-up show. I'm just being honest.
Yeah, remember that one time we did the podcast?
Or not even only that, or they say, "Yo, I want to do this." I have friends who they say, "I want to do this podcast," and because I have music engineering knowledge, I will give them a plan myself. I say, "This is your budget. You need $500. This is for the microphone. This is for this and that."
Yeah.
And I say, and I give them the plan. They won't execute.
I've done the same thing with fitness.
seriously.
Yeah.
I showed you my inbox the other day, bro.
Yeah.
How many messages were in that drink?
You didn't show me an inbox. You showed me 3.
I showed
all
you
the
3
joints
inboxes.
had like 200 people.
I didn't even get to the end of them, bro. Look, people hit me up every time asking about this, trying to train here, but it's never real. Remember, I told them in a card like 2 days ago, right?
It was to the point I had to say, "Look, I get the point. I didn't even want to say it
because I was telling him,
scrolling.
I was telling him, I was like, yo, the fact that he said he was going to do Muay Thai and really did it,
Right.
and continue with it,
Right.
it's less than 1% of people. It's less than 1%.
That's true.
I'm telling you, bro. Like people always like to say 1% because it's a great number. Like it's so small that
it's
you'll think
actually
like
small,
it's actually less than 1%.
Wow.
It's actually
That's
less than
real.
1.
That's
To stick with
In
it?
the same way you said, I'll give
It's
them a
hard.
plan. Yo, I
It's
got
hard.
a nutritional outline in my email to give away for free. I have all of my notes on scholarly data in my Google Docs. I study every night. I be putting more information to know about nutrition and training. I save it. I can send it anytime. No one ever follows through.
And just going back to Kobe, that was everything you're saying right now, or we're all talking about right now, is like what his thing was. If anybody approached him, he had to say, his thing was, "I want to see how serious you are." You say you want to do this.
Show me.
Are you going to put that work in? You're going to wake up 4 a.m. like I did every day. Are you gonna do 2 a days and then 5 a day every day like I did?
Are you gonna be in the gym shooting?
I'm telling you,
We need that in our community. We need it.
I was so buff 1 year, right? 1 year. 1 year I stuck to waking up at 4:30 in the morning, going to the gym every day. Yeah. I did it every day. But it was like, yo, this is the best I've ever been.
And you felt great, too.
I felt great.
For sure.
But I was heavy. Mm-hmm. I was too heavy. Like, it was that, I was like 220, just muscle, right? Mm. But I was like, but I'm too heavy. So it was like I had to kind of put it on the back burner and eat better. So I'm better at eating now than sticking to my workouts. But for that 1 year,
he was killing it.
I saw it. It was like,
look at that. You gained something from it.
Exactly.
You said, I'm better at eating now.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
Which is
that's actually what you just talked. Yo, that's the hard part because, like we talked about earlier, you got to see what level of competition. Remember what I said earlier? That's the hard part right there.
Yeah.
It's not actually boxing. That's not the hard part. That's the fun part.
Right.
The hard part is
conditioning,
the 2-month training camp before that one fight. That's that, and then you never stopping.
Yeah.
Choosing to eat something healthy every single day.
That's the worst.
I like honey buns.
Dude, I love everything.
But what I do, I substitute stuff.
Oh, yeah?
Look.
Enlighten me.
Instead of, like, rich ice cream, I'll cop the non-fat Greek yogurt. I'm not going to sit here and worry about, calories or fat. I'm not going to do it. Mm-hmm. I'm going to just go cop the healthy version. So what if it don't got the same flavor, bro? It's a long journey.
It's still delicious after the fact, though. Like, I like a good yogurt with some, like, fruit on the bottom.
When you know your fitness goals are being met, when your fitness goals are being met, and you reaching a goal and you don't feel guilty, it tastes a lot better.
Yeah.
You know what? In my experience, when I was younger, like, and I really got into sports and stuff, like, as I was working out, my body forced me to eat healthy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I used to eat soul food, go out there and try and do 2 a days and fall out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can't eat pork chops and macaroni and cheese and rice and gravy.
Like the plague, bro.
For real?
For real?
This is like part of the reason that like I really value home cooked meals so much.
For real.
Let's say if you're a kid who's used to eating McDonald's every day from the time you're a baby, right? Mm-hmm. Then by the time you're an adult, that's a part of your functioning. Addiction, man. For me, I can't eat McDonald's or any fast food more than once in a row because I get sick.
Yeah,
but I'm programmed that way. And then also the ability to change the ability to change your diet. Like, because I went to the Caribbean so much growing up, my parents forced me to eat stuff I wasn't used to eating.
Yeah,
so I learned. For me, if it's healthy, I could eat it. That's just how I'm programmed.
Yeah.
Also, another thing, right? I noticed going to Thailand, you can't be picky with your food, bro.
Right, that's my point.
You gotta eat like the local people eat.
I'm about to say.
Anywhere I go, I eat like local people eat.
Okay.
Wherever I go. Yeah. I'll ask, hey, what do y'all eat? I did that in Bali. I did that in Cambodia.
That's tight.
I did that in Thailand.
That's why I like
We did
traveling.
that in Canada. Mm-hmm. When we went and got the poutine, that train was so
poutine is amazing. Poutine is amazing, bro.
Gravy on French fries.
Nah, it's gravy and cheese on French fries.
Bro, it's Thanksgiving. It's the ultimate form of Thanksgiving.
Yo, bro,
it's the best way to get heart disease you could possibly.
If you get drunk like 2 o'clock in the morning,
my arteries all the way up. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
I need that.
They'll put you to sleep, man. Like, carry you on.
Because I look at it and I'm like, gravy on French fries, bro.
But
gravy on French fries,
stupid
bro.
bomb, bro.
It really. Yo, I had a
delicious.
I had a sweet potato quesadilla there too.
Sweet potato quesadilla.
Son, that joint was fire. I never had it. That joint was fire, bro.
This sounds like carnival food.
Yeah,
man.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never.
That was what, in Thailand?
Nah, that was with you in Canada, bro.
I don't think I had that.
You got the lamb poutine.
Ooh, that's probably.
I got
good,
I forgot which one.
Lamb poutine.
The lamb.
I like
lamb
poutine,
bro.
That sounds
That
vicious.
joint was so fire. I never forgot it, man.
Question. So when you go to Thailand and stuff like that, do you actually eat the street food? Because I just...
Time out. Do you know the language? How are you getting by?
I practice a little bit.
Okay. I was wondering about
English
that.
there, and I made a lot of friends there.
Okay.
All the time. Everywhere I go, I network. That's
do
one thing I do.
Do you eat the street food?
Every day. I was eating that joint every day.
Crazy.
You know the track I got with DNA?
Yeah.
Do you remember the first 2 bars?
Nah.
I said, no restaurants when I fly to the beach.
Facts.
jerk chicken from the side of the street. I'm very serious about that. Yeah, I'm very serious about that. Because when I'm in the Caribbean, I'm not going to any restaurant for a patty or, jerk chicken.
Because they got that everywhere.
Off the
lady at the side of the street, when you walk out of the party, got the most bomb.
Sometimes that be the most fire food for real.
Why wouldn't I eat that? Man, I never did that, bro. Thank you.
It's about culture.
I just got a notification today on my phone from a street food app. It's called Grab. You can order street food. People, they have like delivering, like Uber Eats. Whatever they make in street food, they got a Grab option. Okay. It's called Food Panda or Grab. I get notifications every day. I got the app on my phone still. So they still...
That's tight.
One app will be like, from this Thai restaurant name, they got a deal right now. Like, real talk.
That's crazy.
So do you think that all the traveling that you guys have done has influenced or expanded the level of music that you guys create and listen to?
I mean, not really, because I still be in the trap. So, like, I'm still going to trap. I'm still in the trap. I'm still this. Nah, bro, you can't. Listen, as an artist or a creative, you are obligated to do things that expand your mind, like school, travel, connecting with others. If you're not doing that, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, absolutely. For real.
But if you're too heavy in one of those,
also something that set us apart from, even before he started doing Muay Thai, something that set us apart from our peers was always that we had a global approach to hip hop. Right. We always had that. He was making songs about King of Fighters and stuff like that, like long before he even started boxing. Dope. We were doing songs about Japanese music before that was a thing. We were talking about all types of
Greek mythology.
Before it was really catching on.
Yeah.
Yo.
So
I'll speak
the first song that the first song I ever did that got me into this joint was Chrono. That was about Chrono Trigger.
Oh,
that was the first song I ever did that was like, I gotta do this type nerdcore stuff forever. Yeah. When I did that, and the nostalgia that hit me when I made the song and when I heard the music, I was like, there's an immortal aspect in this. And it's from the childhood.
Yeah.
If you can capture like an aspect of childhood and keep that. It's never going to lose value. Yeah.
And if people share that experience with you, they're going to love that song forever.
That's the point. Yep.
I think people who don't have a global perspective or don't strive to have one are suffering, in my opinion.
I agree with you.
I think it's a miserable life to live. You're around all the same stuff all the time. You're not inspired by anything new. You're like, I always think of it this way. What's the difference between an adult and a child? Is that a child...
Everything new.
Right.
Everything is new, dog.
So why not be a child for life if you can?
I say all the time.
How can you learn if you're not a child for life?
I'm about to say, I tell people all the time, I feel like when people die, it's like that's when they're like done learning. Like you die once you... feel like you know everything there is to know. Like, that's why you gotta be careful.
When that person feels as if they're done, like the whole old dogs can't learn new tricks, you know what I'm saying? You see it, like I see it at work, you know what I'm saying, where people have reached their limit, you know what I'm saying, where it's just like anything above this, like I'm not even trying to fathom it. Like I'm good here. Like I'm not even
like people will retire like, like you still had years
like,
left.
Nah, I'm straight. I'm good.
I don't think so either. I can't see myself
I don't get tired, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, I might retire and do something else. I don't get tired.
I get tired, bro.
Get tired, bro.
I feel you. Like, I think getting tired or stopping, you know what I'm saying, that's when, you know what I'm saying, when you hear about those people who retire, then they immediately die, you know what I'm saying? Like, they die like 3 weeks later, you know what I'm saying?
It's all up here in the mind.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lifetime of inspiration out there. A lifetime and more.
Yeah.
It's the only thing stopping people themselves from finding.
And the crazy thing is, everything under the sun is new again. Like, everything is cyclical. Like, every 20 years, something is new.
And it's just enough of a twist where you just haven't seen it again. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody has seen entertainment, but every couple of years, it's a twist that no one has ever seen before.
But that's why Super Nintendos and stuff are, like, back. Because it's like, this is new again.
Yeah. Like flared jeans and gold chains. It comes back around.
It's coming back.
Nintendo never left for me though, bro.
Oh yeah,
I got Nintendo games on my phone right now, though. I always download Chrono Trigger.
I always got emulators somewhere.
Same.
Oh yeah, I still
think
play.
They're on possibly the best run ever right now. Personally, I think so.
Yeah.
I think what they're doing right now might surpass what they did in the 90s.
I think they did a good job of what you were talking about earlier. Is that Nintendo has been consistent since forever.
Yeah.
Like Nintendo has been consistent in the type of games that they come out and being in the family games.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? Like, Yeah,
Don't
like
get me started
other
on
companies
topic,
come out
man.
on stuff. They be like, "Nah, we're straight. We're gonna stay in our lane right here.
Stay right here.
Right
I
here."
talk to Ro all the time. I talk to Ro all the time about who else, what other business can you think of that's contributed 30 years plus of not only excellence, like literally being the number one
Innovation.
category in that the number one option in that category for 30 plus years and continues to push the envelope, continues to innovate on it, and without losing their foundation.
Yeah.
They're my favorite business in the world.
It's broken, bro.
Yeah.
It's broken.
They're
My
great.
favorite business in the world. To this day, like Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
One of the best games I've ever played.
I think
ever in my life.
Yeah, and the thing is about this game, you can't even argue that it's any less authentic than the first game they made.
Wow.
No.
They're still as authentic as they were in the beginning. They took it back to square one,
I
and
love
they
Nintendo,
still
man.
have the same
They
level
never
of
used
popularity.
I ain't never
There's
played
never a
Zelda
gimmick.
before. I just played Breath of the Wild, and that blew my mind. I was like, yo, I've just been not playing Zelda for decades,
Yeah,
missing
really.
out.
Wild
Every
is
Zelda
insane.
game I ever played blew my mind.
Yeah.
They-
I did not know they were that good.
Because you can't. Every single one is a breakthrough in game design.
Right.
Every last one. I can tell you specifically how each one changed game design and how people approach it.
And I wonder about their company structure. Like, how do they take care of their employees? How do they motivate them? How do they encourage them to innovate? You know what I'm
Probably
saying?
like
They're not just
Google.
cracking the
My
whip
little
on them.
brother is a pro gamer, and he knows a lot about video game companies, computer science, so on and so forth. He tells me he's never seen a company that treats their employees
So good.
that as well as Nintendo, not even just in video games, just in general. But also he says that they like if they take a big loss, the first people to get a cut would be the executives,
Yeah.
not the
Wow. So they
He
have a
said that-
conscience?
yeah.
Wow.
And, I mean, there was something else I was about to say. I forgot though, but yeah, I was gonna say when I talked to Ro about this, I think when it comes to company structure and how they keep it the way it is, it all goes back to one thing: the foundation you built in the beginning. And so, because when I look at the history of video game design, most video games needed a gimmick to keep selling their series.
Yeah. They
needed one.
They jumped on a movie or jumped on
Right.
something
Yeah.
was hot or some toys.
Or like if it's Mortal Kombat is known for violence.
For blood.
Straight
That was
gore.
it.
You know what I mean?
They're the game that
Gore.
started the ESRB rating
Right.
for video games.
Some games are known for the online community it had. Some are known for DLC. Some are known for their graphics.
Yep.
Nintendo video games are known for video game design.
Yeah.
Purely. No matter when you play a Nintendo game, you know this is a game. It's nothing else. It's just a good game.
It's a good
really good
game.
game.
Right.
There's
just a
no
good game.
EA
Like
sneak.
when you talk about like
you know
Super
what I'm saying?
Mario,
Loot boxes.
there's no one thing you can say, oh, this is just what Mario does.
Right.
This is all Super Mario is about.
Yeah.
Right.
Like Mario
Mario does
I don't
everything.
think of that.
It's literal.
No, I mean the
Dr.
game. There's
Mario.
no one selling point. If
Yeah.
you think about it,
True.
That's true.
like Legend of Zelda, I don't think of like one gimmick.
Nah.
I don't think
True.
of that. I
There
think
is
the
no
whole
gimmick.
game is fire. Every time I see Link, it's about to be fire.
There is no gimmick. It's
No
literally
gimmick.
video game design.
You just get up and go. Like I was weirded out by the fact that there was like, okay, hey, go this way, and that was it. You know what I'm saying? Go
Yeah.
this way, and then you're
Yeah.
gonna learn everything along the way. And so I'm just running around like, okay,
What, in Breath of the Wild?
yeah. Like I got the stick. You know what
Now,
I'm
see,
saying? Like,
when I said that Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild can be argued as authentic as the original, Legend of Zelda created the idea of non-linear video game design. The original one did, right?
For real.
Breath of the Wild is the least linear maybe video game ever made.
Straight open world.
So it took it all the way back to day one.
to the original.
And it's their most successful Legend of Zelda game yet.
Ever.
Yeah, it's broken, bro.
Yeah, you can play it forever. You can just keep
Yeah,
playing it.
keep
You know what I'm
playing
saying?
it.
Yeah, nah, in a group.
I say that to him all the time.
He told me this
You
right,
can
and I
play
joined
it.
the group on Facebook.
Yeah.
It's like Breath of the Wild. Are you in that group too, right?
Maybe, yeah.
And all they do is update with new stuff they've learned. One dude
Bruh.
created an airplane.
Yeah, you can play that game forever, and you're always learning new stuff.
That's
The game's
awesome.
never ends.
Yo,
I have like
That's
I have
fire.
over 300 hours on that game, and every day I pick it. Whenever I play it, I'm like, yo, I didn't even know I could do that.
I didn't even know.
Yeah,
even in puzzles and stuff, I'm just like, yeah, I wonder if this bomb will make it. Oh, it does work.
Just genius, man.
Oh,
Everybody who plays that game will do it a different way.
You know what's also good?
Every last person.
Surprisingly good. The music in Zelda was surprisingly it's that music that kind of keeps you going. You know what I'm saying? I was using it. I'm using it to segue. Yeah,
from the first Legend of Zelda. Yeah, from the first joint, the music fire. Bro.
Koji Kondo. Koji Kondo.
Ain't never been one Legend of Zelda song that's not cranked.
That's not hard. You can't just listen to
orchestra.
Very good as an orchestra.
That's the best ones.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I can't say that. That's actually biased. He said they sound better as orchestra.
Yeah, but they sound real good.
There's something about the bit sounds, bro. It's so charming and pure.
Yeah, Koji Kondo is one of my favorite musicians of all time. My reason for that is because and I had a conversation with some architects in my job about this the other day. In any art form I look at, I'm looking to see what did you create that was memorable. You know, Koji Kondo, every theme song he makes, you will never forget it. He did Super Mario and Legend of Zelda. When you hear those songs, you never forget those. That's true. You never forget them.
That's true.
And just going back to what you said about the orchestra thing, what Rolando was saying is true too, because you could have a big orchestra, but it might not be a memorable song. Koji Kondo was using 2 or 3 sounds in 16-bit.
It's so masterful, bro.
To make songs you never forget.
But in 8-bit and 16-bit. The first time you ever heard One Winged Demon, right?
Yeah.
One Winged Angel.
One Winged Angel, yeah.
You didn't need the orchestra.
Yeah.
That joint is so memorable, bro.
Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah. Do you guys remember Kuja's theme in Final Fantasy 9 where it's like the doom, 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 and then it keeps building up every time you see Kuja, and then in the end of the game, the beat finally breaks down as you're fighting him and stuff like that.
That's crazy, bro. No, I didn't hear that.
You haven't heard it?
That's the only one I didn't play through.
I didn't play 9 either.
Yeah. No, you know what I'm saying? 9, they didn't look. We got to move on. So
you're going there.
Get ready to talk now.
You know what I'm saying? You guys are awesome, man.
It's like no. I'm playing.
So in 2020. You know what I'm saying? The beginning of 2020, I know you guys are really into music, and I wanted us to talk about personal favorite songs of the year. Yeah. I don't know who wants to go first. Whoever wants to go first can talk about it. Whichever song is first. You got to go first, man.
So what I put a song, and I put 2 honorable mentions on mine. I put African Giant by Burna Boy. Part of the reason I picked that, the criteria you gave was the songs that were hottest, had the clearest message, and represented the year. I think Burna Boy represents 2019 more than any other artist. I mean, I just think the message he brought is the most impactful message. And African Giant is the name of his album. That's my favorite song on the album, even though it's just the intro. And the idea of it, you know, he's talking about being this giant, walking around with this confidence. Here come the African Giant. Like, you know, I just love it.
It's like that uplifting kind of, you know what I'm saying?
It's uplifting, it's powerful. For a type of music like Afrobeats, which is connected to every other major genre of black music, it's connected to dance hall, it's connected to hip hop, so on and so forth. For you to then declare yourself to be a giant is powerful. It's like saying, we are giants. We are Black Panther.
That's what it was saying.
Yeah, that is what he's saying.
That's what he's saying, because it's like when you say the African giant,
right?
It's all encompassing for black people everywhere.
Yep.
It's not even just saying black people from Africa. Bro, we all African.
Right.
Yeah.
He didn't say, you know, he didn't specify where. He didn't say one country in Africa.
Right.
He included everyone.
And the album includes everyone. The album has Damian Marley on it. So you have West Indians. The album has YG and Future on it. He connecting everybody. Wow. And I'm all about that.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
My honorable mentions were Bigger by Beyonce, because I loved the way that song felt after I watched The Lion King. And Just For Me by Kirk Franklin, like just off the spiritual
You know
tip.
what? Like it's been making a comeback. Like ever since Kanye West has been really making a comeback. You know what I'm saying? I just love doing segues. That's really what. Speaking of Kanye West,
that song. That's my ultimate song for 2019, bro. I would give Lil Nas X credit because the impact he had. But Follow God, for me, I play this song so many times. Like, it's just, I really love that song because it's like, look at the time we're in. There's so much, like, the impeachment with Trump, you know, like what's going on in terms of foreign affairs.
Right.
this, what is it, Iran? Like it's just, there's so much going on. Like, you gotta keep your eyes on, you gotta keep your eyes on God.
Yeah, dog.
And it's just like, I love that song because I love the parallel Kanye makes with the Holy Father and then his own father.
Yeah.
Arguing with God, and he said it, argue with my dad, and he said it ain't Christ, like directly relating his father to God, and it's just it's so simple of a song.
Yeah.
But it's just like, it means a lot, and it's really just one verse.
Simple is the most effective.
Yeah.
It's just
that
it's just
whole
one
album
verse.
that Kanye put out was dope.
It was fire.
I love that Clips Kenny G thing where he got his brother to come back in.
That's my favorite song on that album.
Oh my God.
That's my favorite song on that album.
Oh,
that
like
song is so
it touched my heart, man. You know what I'm saying?
Everything we need. Yeah, that's just amazing.
That joke goes so hard.
I'm sorry. I had to do it. I'm sorry. You did. Oh, Lord. Hey, don't do it.
Oh, and the saxophone at the end. Oh, man. That joke.
My mom heard that. She was like, "Is that Kenny G?"
Yes.
Yeah, it came in. And
Kenny
Kanye,
G.
he know how to get the feel.
Kanye's
That's
still
another
a
thing when I
genius,
heard
man.
the Follow God sample come in. Hey, the sample's so emotional on that joint. I'm like, yo, there's no way. It's just no way. It's just fire, bro. This joint just fire.
I will give it. I'm not a huge fan of Kanye West right now, but I still listen to that album religiously.
Kanye is.
Shout out to the second album he put out like on Christmas too.
Jesus is Born, bro.
That album, I like that even more than the original one.
I seen the album cover, but I don't
listen
It's
to
fire, bro.
My mom would not let me. My mom didn't even like Kanye like that. She would not let me stop playing that album on Christmas.
Jesus
That's
is Born.
She didn't allow me to stop it. Like I would be like, all right, mom, I need to like take my phone because it was on the aux cord or whatever. She's like, nah.
She was like, nah.
Let it ride.
Yeah,
Let it ride.
I was in Thailand training. I couldn't wait till that album came out, bro. I couldn't wait till that joint came out. It's not even a Kanye album.
It's really not.
It's a Sunday service album.
Yeah.
I didn't hear Kanye on that joint.
It is a Sunday. When I looked it up, it's Sunday
not on
Service
that
Choir.
That joint is fire, bro.
I was very much surprised. What about you, man? I seen the Dreamville.
Yeah, Dreamville, dog. Like,
that album was actually hard too.
I like that.
I was highly impressed with that, like, whole collaboration
The whole
thing.
album I thought was tight.
So basically what he did was pull in a bunch of people that were not well known and gave them an opportunity to make, what I consider classic music. That whole album was dope.
Extremely well produced.
Yeah. I know the beginning and the end song like blew my mind.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what was it? I Work Hard and what is it? It was like
Under the Sun?
yes.
Yeah, Under the Sun.
Sun's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, but I really like Don't Hit Me Right Now. It was like a bunch of different people on it, but Guap Dad 4000.
Yeah, it's the man. It's the man. Thank you. Yes.
Yo, my man had the longest do-rag going at the Grammys.
Yeah,
yesterday.
it's like it looked like a cake.
Yo, it was like a train, like a wedding train. Huh?
It's supposed to let it keep.
Yo,
Yeah.
I was like, he shot up like to the top of the like rebel list for me.
Out of nowhere too, because it's like
Yeah.
very few people knew about Guap Dad. Have you guys ever heard of Guap Dad 4000?
I didn't. Not before this album.
Dude, there's a song Guap Dad. There's like a couple songs that Guap Dad 4000 did that were awesome. He did one with Chance the Rapper. He did one song with Six Black that I love called Prada Process.
Yeah.
If you guys heard,
What's
like,
his name? Six Lack or
No, it's Black.
It's black. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm saying it wrong. So Six Black.
Yeah,
I
it's
said
just
it's just black. It's just black.
It's black.
This is black.
But you can't just say black. You can't
You know what I'm
just say
saying?
black though.
Like, what
I
is
know.
it?
Your brain is like 6 lakhs.
No, it's not even.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
not even just that. It's like the context doesn't allow you to. Like
Right.
if you just roll into the sentence, like he did a song with Black, and somebody be like,
Who's black?
what?
Exactly.
Black.
You know, it's Six Black. I can't help it, guys.
Yo, it's black.
But yeah, I really like Black.
But Prada Process, man, like if I wasn't gonna say this song,
Goku Black, who you talking about?
Yeah.
They called him black in the anime, bro.
Goku Black.
Damn,
Goku
man.
is black. But anyway,
But Don't Hit Me Right Now was like one of I played that song so much in 2019. I was like, yo, it's my favorite song. Gotta be.
this is it. It's
Like,
better
my
than the
phone on
Tyler
2%.
Perry
Don't
joint.
Hit Me Right Now. You know what I'm saying?
It's better than the Tyler Creator joint because I know Tyler Creator's album was pretty. You said it was
I
pretty
like
solid.
Earthquake. Yeah, Earthquake.
It's not bad, yeah.
It was
Earthquake
pretty good.
dope.
You know what? Album of what was it? Urban Album of the Year.
Who, Tyler?
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah, he came on there.
I feel like he deserved
He was
it.
busting them. He was like, yo, this should be considered pop. The fact that y'all calling me Irwin, you guys might as well just say the N-word. You know what I'm saying? Like, he went super hard. Like, he went super hard on it. I was like, dang, he just got the award.
I mean, he had the blonde wig on, baby blue suit. It was definitely pop.
He was killing.
Popping.
He was popping.
They hit Drake with that before, though.
Yeah.
You might as well have been Lady Gaga out there.
What was that joint? Hotline Bling? Oh, no. They said Hotline Bling was rap.
Right.
Yeah. You know what?
They literally took it from the Cha-Cha song. Like, it's literally, you can hear it. Like,
It's weird because
At what part of the song is he rapping?
none of it.
None of it.
Was the end of, I forgot the end of that joint.
None of it.
It was still singing.
None of it.
Rap is in a weird place right now where I feel like it's kind of losing its identity a little bit.
Well, rap is
To me,
going.
it's been in that place for the past 10 years.
like 10 years. It's
Because a lot of people have said that recently, and I'm like, I don't know why y'all are saying that now. It's been like that 10 years now.
I don't
Ever
like
since Drake.
ever since Drake messed it up for everybody.
That's
You know
what
I'm
happens
saying?
though.
Like,
Anytime there's a big act, they do the things the right way, but then their influence can have a negative effect.
Right.
Sometimes.
because everyone is like, do what Drake does. You know what I'm
Drake
saying?
is good at being hybrid. That doesn't mean everybody else is going to be good
I'm
at
going
it.
to tell you, I think that's also an influence of what happens when the industry controls so much of what music gets out.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Because like, yo,
There's so many other
do
motives.
we really think that everybody that was making music for the past 10 years was like, yo, I'm going to sing?
Right.
Nah, these people are being told to do this. A lot of these people are being told, yo, we need you to do it.
Like,
to get a singer.
Right.
Sing on
They're
this-
gatekeepers.
Right.
I think they had like a plant, like they would put in a plant like Post Malone or somebody. Like, wait, are you guys fans of Post Malone?
I am.
You really?
To an extent, yeah.
Post Malone.
Like his early stuff was pretty good.
I do not like me Post Malone.
Yo,
That
like,
Allen Iverson song fire.
White Iverson
White
and
Iverson
Too Young
song.
is what, like.
I mean,
Post
those are
Malone
really good
was-
songs.
yeah.
I won't deny that.
Yeah.
I just
Like,
don't
He's got
like
good
Post Malone.
songs.
He was
I'm not a fan of him.
Allen Iverson.
I won't buy an album, but those two songs I would still play today.
Yeah,
I would play those songs. Yeah.
I'm trying to really be crazy.
Yeah, Allen Iverson does go hard. It's just like I seen him. He was doing the New Year's thing with the pink suit on. You know what I'm saying? With the super tight suit on. I was just like looking at it. I was like,
I just couldn't bang with the stuff he was talking about. Like,
everything he was talking about was off the wall.
Can't bang with him for that.
I just keep looking at Post Malone.
Because
Like,
you know what I really hate is when like non-black rappers make me regret
Letting you
giving
in
you the culture.
in the
This
culture,
goes back
you
to-
give him the pass.
This goes back to what Rolando was talking about earlier, though, that the problem in terms of any culture, not just hip hop, losing its identity, is who the gatekeepers are.
Right.
If we aren't the gatekeepers to our own culture, who's to say what direction it'll go in?
Yeah, that's why
And
it's confused.
Yeah,
100% facts.
That's
Yeah.
really just all it comes down to. That's why it's so important to do your own entrepreneurship.
I think that there are, just like you guys, awesome rappers out there that, you know what I'm saying, don't get the clout because of plants or, you know what I'm saying, folks who are getting in the eyes of folks for whatever reason. Like, I think there's so many other motives as to why these people are being put on, whether it, you know, it incentivizes somebody else's motives or something like that, or it's for marketing purposes. And I think that there's a lot of rappers, and I love to segue, so I'm going to segue into my guys, Coda the Friend.
There you go.
Who, you know what I'm saying, is not a popular rapper, but if you were to just listen to For Color Boys,
That
man.
song is so good.
For Color Boys, like, for anything, like, bad going on, like, of all the times that I was, like, really blown, or it's like, what am I going to do? Like, it was like I listened to that song, and there was some part in there, you know what I'm saying? Like, get the scrubbing when you make it.
Strikingly thorough.
Oh, it was like covering
Strikingly
life
thorough.
advice, you know what I'm saying?
It was just an
we
excellent
need
song.
more of that.
Yes.
We need more of that.
Yeah.
I was happy about that. Like, when I heard 444, I still play for.
Yes.
I'm still playing for
Yeah.
44.
444
So
goes
whenever I
hard.
hear something
Powerful.
that's along those lines of like, yo, here's a manual on how to go. Like when we talked about Mamba mentality.
For real.
Kobe left us a manual on how to.
Blueprint, man.
The blueprint.
He left the
Intended.
hey, that's what I'm talking about, bro.
dig what I'm saying?
He left the
Blueprint.
blueprint on how to be.
He threw me the alley-oop, and I just, you know what I'm saying?
All you gotta do is follow it. So I really appreciate stuff like that. I really appreciate people like that. People that do that even if it's the only song of your career you did.
Yeah.
That works.
It's a lasting positive effect. Yeah, seriously.
But it really just goes back to that gatekeeper thing, because we have music like that everywhere. But the fact of the matter is, like, and sometimes it's not even an explicit malicious intention.
Right.
But if let's say if I was in charge of the biggest country music label in the United States of America, right?
Yeah.
Let's say if I was in charge of that, having never been part of the country music culture, then I would just be sitting there. It's not that I will be purposefully destroying country music, but as a decision maker, I will be doing things that
you're not going to know
I'm destroying it.
You're not going to be coming.
I didn't hear no lines about your pickup truck. I didn't hear no lines
going like that.
Like, yo, what's going on?
I'm only be signing artists, but the truth is, I'm not from that ilk. So for me, it'll be
what it is you're using the outside stipulation of what it is to think like, yo, you're going to these rappers like, yo, man, there's no big booty girls. You haven't shot anybody in this song. You know what I'm saying? Your hands
how are you supposed to even make that judgment as a decision maker if you're not from it?
If you're not from that culture.
I mean, but then again, let's think about. I see that in every category of entertainment.
That's why
business.
I said it's not just hip hop.
It's not just hip hop. It's in Muay Thai, bro.
Yeah, Muay Thai. I was thinking
these
the same
people
thing.
who never trained, who never fought.
They don't know anything about Thai culture.
Have you guys seen The Art of Self-Defense?
No, what's that?
Okay. So you know that guy. you know that guy. What's his name? He was in Double Tap, the scrawny beta dude from Zombieland Double Tap, the second Zombieland.
I know who you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about? The squirrely looking dude.
Okay.
So he has a movie talking about the art of defense where he's just like a super soft dude, you know what I'm saying? Listens to French, wants to go to France, works in the office. He gets bullied around, decides to learn martial arts, in which, I might as well go ahead and ruin it. You guys aren't going to see. You know what I'm saying? Like, in which they like teach him to be super violent, kill his dog, and try and like motivate him to be like a super aggressive dude so he'll be good at martial arts.
He must have been doing MMA because you don't learn that doing martial arts.
Right? Like, I was like, but it was just a funny. It was just like a funny movie. It just goes
back to that gatekeeper thing. Yeah. We have too many people who are the gatekeepers to cultures they're not from. And Dame Dash he speaks about this a lot. It's a very important thing,
man. He does not like Leo Cohen.
Yeah,
Leo was the first one that came to mind just now.
What do you guys think about Eminem's new CD?
Huh? Who?
I listened to like 2 or 3 tracks. I just couldn't.
To it. I've never been a big M fan.
You never been a big M fan?
I've
been disappointed in the M lately.
Bro, lately? I played the first 30 seconds of the video and it was just like,
no, M.
He just can't create anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
He's getting old.
He getting old.
M is a senior citizen.
No, but I'm going to tell you something. That's not an excuse.
That's true.
Your brain, look, his brain is fully functional as an artist. We don't say, hey, Picasso's just getting old.
Yeah.
Van Gogh is just getting old.
Right. You losing it, man.
Jay-Z's lyricism is more potent now than
ever.
Yeah, ever. That absolutely.
When you do martial arts, you're a writer. You don't say Toni Morrison just was getting old. Nah, bro. Rest in peace, Toni Morrison. Shakespeare was getting old. Mark Twain, you don't do that. Eminem.
Yeah.
Wrap it up, bro.
But you know what it comes down to as well.
Wrap it up, B.
You know what it comes down to as well. And this is a testament, or it kind of says something about Jay-Z, really. Rappers from Jay-Z's era, including Eminem, didn't mature. So that's really what it comes down to.
Really true.
Jay-Z is like one of the only rappers from his era who did the street rap stuff.
Yep.
Grew up and said, okay, now I'm on my grown man rap.
Yeah, life of
now I'm on
OJ.
he grew and he rapped about how his life changed.
And you can kind of see
Nas is still rapping about Queensbridge.
Hey,
if
bro.
you look at the Love Tapes too, there are like 5 songs on there called Queensbridge this and Queensbridge that.
Damn.
Eminem is still trying to do this gimmick of, I'm going to battle everyone in the industry.
He's still trying to do Slim Shady.
Battle pop star.
True.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You won't even go against Cannon. Nick Cannon. You won't.
On top of that,
you don't even go against Nick Cannon. You know what I'm saying?
Even if he was battling and it was fire, first
why
of all,
are you doing that?
First of all, we all know when you're mixing your own, your own song because it sounds really bad.
Yes.
Second of all, you're talking about the same word salad.
Yeah, you keep picking from the same words,
bro.
I'm throwing out psychology terms. These are the jokes that real talk.
You know what I'm saying? He's so good, but he's like stuck. He's so good at creating this niche.
Good.
He can put words together in a nice sounding way real fast.
But what's that saying?
Yeah, what does that mean?
I mean,
McDonald's can put burgers together in a nice looking way.
Right. Where's the content?
Right. Where's
that
the
was
topics?
That was a great analogy. Where's the content?
No diss to McDonald's because McDonald's has the budget that they can do whatever they want in terms of food. But this is they know how to attack a demographic that has a certain budget, a certain age group, a certain income level, possibly a certain education level. Person time restrictions.
Because what happens when people from another culture go, try to do something in a specific culture, they always get a surface idea of it. So like in martial arts, you see a lot of like white people doing martial arts and they just want to learn how to fight and beat somebody up. They're not gaining the spiritual side of it.
Yeah.
But that's the same thing as Eminem rapping fast for no reason. It's the same thing because we want to hear.
We're finna be a music show, man.
You're not showing what rap is and hip hop was really about. It was about having a message. It's about Melly Mel and the message.
About like a stereotype.
Yeah.
He's actually like if we really are unbiased and fair,
white male rage.
Yeah, I mean,
huge example of white male rage.
Word to Lenny, school shooter music.
Yes, yes.
Oh my God,
yes.
Word to Lenny.
I absolutely agree.
Bro. School shooter music.
Yo, is that an album somewhere?
School shooter music.
Yeah,
it sounds like an album coming out by
Eminem's album. He
all
volume
albums
1, volume 2, volume 3.
I still
told y'all I'm not a fan.
Yeah, I still love Eminem because it does still tap into that rage. You know what I'm saying? You can listen to some Eminem and really have a good workout.
I'm about to say, but M had his moments where he had.
You might break something if you do that.
Yeah,
you might hurt yourself.
It's music for people.
If I listen to Eminem while I'm working out,
it doesn't sound like controlled aggression. It just sounds like a youngin' that's raging.
Yo, and that's what it was.
That's what it was.
Flat out. He's still raging. Like, yo,
like he hated his ex-wife so bad.
That's the thing where you guys are right about him not growing, because you would think after being a millionaire, after being married with kids,
why are you still trying to battle random people?
Right. Exactly.
You gotta grow from that.
Jay-Z got into his grown man, married Beyonce, you know what I'm saying, supported Obama. Like, he was like a grown man from rap. Eminem is still like a protected white dude. But it also showed that
Eminem doesn't have the skill to do that, because he put out that one album that everybody thought was trash, and then he did Kamikaze after.
Just to prove he wasn't trash.
It showed his weakness. It showed his weakness, which was that, I really don't know how to make mature albums, so let me just go back to being
I'm going to take it a more savage step further than that. Yeah. It shows me you don't understand the genre of music.
I'm not going to say that about Eminem, because I'm still a big fan.
Let's tell the truth.
I'm still a big fan.
No. Listen, Eminem was one of my favorite artists.
Okay,
he was one of my favorite artists.
Me too.
Yo, look, Eminem is a genius. I'm going hard like this because he's a genius.
Okay,
I'm not going hard because you ain't hearing me say this about some rapper I don't believe has the talent.
Right.
Okay. Eminem is a genius. I'm gonna just let that be known. I'm holding him to a higher standard because I thought highly of you.
Right.
You're disappointing right now.
Right.
You're actually letting hip hop down. Yeah. The level you're at, you need to shape it up.
Yeah.
He's wilding right now. Like, all his songs sound like the freestyle.
Yeah.
Like an angry freestyle.
Bro, I don't even know, like, after this amount of time, like, why even still play that role? You know? Like,
it's the only role he knows.
But Jay-Z, grew up.
Right.
Mm-hmm. M hasn't been active for a while. Like, I thought he was retired until the whole Kamikaze and the other trash.
My man fell into drug abuse. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I thought he was done.
M was getting hooked on the pills and scissor.
I thought he was off. That's what the point of recovery was.
That was when he got off, and then he fell back off after recovery. Did not do so well.
An important thing about this too, we gotta recognize that hip hop music is music. Yeah. It's music. You gotta want to listen to it. Like, I don't if I listen to Jay-Z, or you could pick examples of black artists. If I'm listening to Drake, and Drake has got a song where he's rapping, there will be bars, but there's a musicality to it that I feel like listening to it. When you listen to Eminem, it's like, are you gonna bob your head to Eminem? You be like this. You feel like you might as well got Parkinson's.
Turn into a headbanger.
You know what I'm saying? You be like this. You try to bang your head at Eminem.
I think another part of Eminem, and I'm gonna segue, but I think another part of Eminem is that he disassociated himself from the people who encouraged his growth. Like, there was like one of his homies that died, Bugsy, and there was another one of the guys from D12 that died that was like his best friend.
Saying about him.
Like Joe Budden said the same thing. Like,
he got cranked when he's not around more black people. I'm just because black rappers and artists in urban culture is gonna hold you to a standard.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you isolating yourself like Button was saying about him. It sounds like you're not around black people. Like with Kanye,
you don't have anything to bounce off.
The way Kanye said what he said about,
he don't have nobody.
That sounds like a choice, right?
Yes.
I understand the point he was making, and I agree with the point. That way he delivered that sound like you ain't been around no black people.
You ain't been around black people for a minute. Or the black people who are around.
Put that MAGA
There's
hat
no
on.
barometer.
Sound like you.
I didn't want to go into that because you were sounding like I didn't know what was going on.
Kanye's wild. That's my man. You got to criticize. You got to hold these people to a high standard.
It's the Kardashians, dog.
Great.
Yo, man.
Kanye gotta get away.
Yo, Kanye.
Black man's ultimate
the
weakness.
movie Get Out is about Kanye. If y'all didn't know,
I've heard that before.
It's an autobiography.
But why can't it be about Lamar Odom though?
I mean, it is.
It's about
It's all of the man.
The Kardashians destroyed Lamar.
You fall in the
Kardashians.
cheeks, man. You never come out the sunken place ever again, bro. You just stay there, man. One of the things that, speaking of Kanye West and his girl, one of the things that I wanted to segue into is anime that you can watch with your girl. And I actually love talking about this anime because it incorporates a lot of music that is a part of our culture. In this one anime, they had Carol and Tuesday.
I love that joint.
Not my anime. No violence. You know what I'm saying?
Him on IG.
No,
Yo, Carol and Tuesday is like the best non-violent anime that I've ever seen.
Fire.
What?
I never watched it.
They have Steph Curry.
One episode.
They have Steph Curry in it.
Oh, the fact that you said Curry made me bring
Denzel
something
Curry.
up.
Denzel Curry. I'm sorry. I'm following wrong.
Oh,
And Thundercats in there too.
Thundercat is in it.
The fact that you say Curry made me think of an anime. Actually, that Food Wars joint, I might watch
Food
that.
Wars. Food Wars goes hard.
Somebody said Food Wars was dope.
Food Wars is
I
dope.
just watch it late at night, like off the Toonami tip.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
that show Food Wars is wild.
My boy was like, yo,
And
you gotta watch that.
you'll sleep get better at cooking somehow. You'll be like, nah, I gotta cook my rice like this and just pour a
my
little
rice.
bit of this
Hey,
in it.
Kobe,
And just
he
keep some
directed that
moisture.
show, dog, because they brought the Mamba mentality to cooking in that joint.
Yo,
They're like,
they
dog,
be over
I'm
the
not just
top.
gonna cook
yeah.
this. I'm gonna really body the fat in this joint's gonna be perfect.
It's
like,
gonna be
man.
and that's what they did in Carol Tuesday. Like
sauce.
Carol and Tuesday. I know you've seen the first episode.
I did.
The first episode, you got to ignore the first episode because they
all right.
build on top of it, and more importantly, the other acts of people doing music in there are also really good.
I'm only like 4 episodes in, bro.
It's beautiful.
Because we was at
Me and my
Blur
girl
and
was
I
just
looked at D like, yo, what is this?
That joint is so fire, bro.
Is it, dog?
It's like
fire.
it's
But
like
I saw advertisements for it, and I was like, I really want to watch this. I'm gonna watch.
Yeah.
Watched it with my girl the first episode, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh my god, this joint cranking.
This
Hold
is
on.
the anime to watch with your girl, bro. My girl straight. Me and my girl binged it this
Just
weekend.
happy to watch it.
Your girl let you go to Thailand for like 3 months?
2 months.
2 months.
You know what I'm saying? When you Rolando, you can do that
that's a
stuff,
lot.
man. You know what I'm saying? You Rolando, you can do that.
Yo, you
man.
can do shit like Rolando just hit the pimp pinnacle.
Yo,
Like,
yeah.
my girl's in Thailand, bro.
Oh, she in Thailand?
She's
Oh,
in
wow.
Thailand. I visit her family.
Okay,
I visit
okay.
her family.
He's a global. He's talking to a world class athlete right now. He's talking to a world class athlete.
I was about to ask that. I was like, yo.
If you talking, you know what I'm saying? You talking to Steph Curry? No, Steph.
My
He's
man
a bad
Rolando
example.
is
Denzel Curry.
You talking to James Harden? You talking to James Harden?
International, dog.
You gotta assume that he got a joint over there. Like,
He just got-
you're going to Thailand.
We ain't even put it together.
James Harden and be like, your
It
girl
ain't
let you
even,
do
I'm
this?
about to say, it ain't even area codes at this point. It's,
You
yo, I got different
country
time.
Yeah, you time zones, bruh.
I'm talking about my Thai girl, dog.
Yo,
What
my
you-
Thai girl.
Thai girl.
Let me stop.
It was like my Thai
Our
girl was
time
there.
together is our time together. You know what I'm saying?
A time apart, don't think about that.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, I was like, yo, I got a girl? Like, how? How did you pull this off?
Bro, I
But it
left
makes sense.
everybody behind, dog. I had to, man.
Yo, that's,
I'm rocking. Hey, if I
Young
if I could've
Itachi
stayed
over
indefinitely,
here.
Goku, that's a Goku move if I ever heard it. I was like, yo, I had to leave everybody,
I
man.
would have stayed indefinitely if I could. I will be eventually.
That's
saying, I
vicious.
believe
Sorry,
That's
bro.
vicious. I do believe it. Have you guys ever seen Full Metal Alchemist?
Of course.
Of course.
So, Full Metal Alchemist, me and my girl, we're rewatching it again for
Shout
the
out to
second
your
time.
shirt, by the way.
Oh,
Shout
that
out.
joint's crazy.
I just had to say that real
yeah,
quick.
that's crazy.
Shout
Who
out
made
to
that?
Black Ninja, who's probably going to go on the show at some point in the future, who does martial arts. You guys would love him. He does martial arts, and he was at BlurredCon too. And he actually made this shirt. He actually have you guys ever heard of Tuskegee Airs?
Yes.
Yeah, I've heard that.
He had Marcus the
comic.
Visual make this shirt.
Wow.
And then put it on the shirt and then gave it to me after we were doing an event and he stopped by. I can't wait to have this guy on the show. He's going to bring the whole squad. He's got like a whole bunch of like literal martial artists.
Yo, and they dress it like the...
They did for Blurred
choreography too?
They do fantastic choreography.
Yo, they dress like
the ninjas, the black ninjas.
Yeah.
They went
They were
ham, bro.
Akatsuki. They be dressed up.
Yeah, they were in the Akatsuki
My boy
joint.
Steve bang with them, Shaolin.
Yes.
You were talking about him earlier.
Yes,
he likes them a lot. Yeah.
Yes. Wow, everybody knows each other. I love this.
I love it.
Yeah,
These
they
guys
fire.
are vicious. Yes. Thank you.
We definitely got to work with that.
Yeah. You guys would love to do some music, some martial arts, all that stuff.
Akashi.
Yo, I peeped that. I was gonna say something about it later. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was gonna wait. Yo, that joint is vicious.
Hey, yo.
This joint is crazy.
I got a regular shirt.
Hold up.
I was like,
It's just Old Navy joint.
That's the new intro to every show for them when we come up here.
We got it crack.
What you got on, dog? What you repping?
What's your set? What's your set today?
What you repping? Hey, Naruto, bro.
Naruto, man.
What about Full Metal Alchemist stuff? Because I was the one who cut you off, so I felt like I should bring you back.
With Full Metal Alchemist, you know what I'm saying? Me and my girl had this conversation is that it's one of those animes that you can really give to anybody to watch and they will find something that they love out of it.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, it's a shonen, it covers religion, violence, love, sci-fi drama, thriller,
Politics.
You know what I'm saying? All that stuff.
Yo.
Like, we going to war, man. You can't do nothing about it.
I'll tell you something right now about like watching. If I were watching anime with chick, like I gotta think of anime that aren't too like heavy. In my opinion, because I'm gonna be watching it and like you know you don't want to be too like I wouldn't watch Attack on Titan with a chick unless that's like her favorite.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
that's a red flag.
That's a red flag too. Yes.
Yeah, I think that makes me think of one of my favorite all time, which is Samurai Champloo, because that show
also
is just
good.
That show is like entertaining, but it's just got such a smooth vibe to it.
Yeah.
And you can watch any
watch
episode.
That. Could you watch that with your lady though?
Yeah.
And the music is just this slow, like, smooth.
Yeah.
Lo-fi.
So lo-fi. They created lo-fi.
They created
Me
lo-fi.
and Rolando were talking about that.
New Job, that's how they created lo-fi.
They created lo-fi music. Lo-fi hip hop. That movement was created by Samurai Champloo 20 years ago, and nobody gave him the credit.
100%.
Also, Toonami intros.
Toonami intros used to be
Facts.
fire, man.
Gosh.
Facts.
That's all the Toonami vibe, bro. That's like I swear, lo-fi is like
You know the Toonami vibe was done by what's his name? He raps, but no one talks about him anymore. He's like a music.
Megaran.
Huh? Megaran.
Richie Branson.
Dang.
Yo, you know Mega Ran?
I mean, you know, I know things.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you know him?
He's biggest Mega Man fan, bro. He got it.
I'm a big Mega Man
I'm a
fan.
big
For
Mega
real?
Man fan too.
Yeah,
That's
for
tight.
I got Mega Man on my
No, but
phone,
Mega Ran is popular in the nerdcore circle. Like when me and Rolando were closer to that circle years ago, we had the potential of maybe making a song with a guy like him, because we were doing songs with like people like Kadesh Flow. What's his name? I did like 2-3 songs with what's his name, Mr. Wilson.
Yep.
These people were all part of like that circle. So you know, that's how you know.
That's awesome.
That's crazy.
I got on the radio with Mr. Wilson in Arizona.
real?
Yeah. We did a radio track.
You guys, you know what I'm saying?
I remember
Connected,
that.
man.
He
You
asked me
guys
for a
got
trap beat. I made him a trap beat, and I got on the first verse, and then he got on second.
That's tight.
Oh, that's crazy.
We got mad nerdcore music, bro. Like it's like we just didn't like that specific title too much.
Okay.
I feel you.
Like I did a whole Inuyasha project.
I seen that
I did a
Inuyasha
whole project on Akira.
Yeah.
I don't really gotta even title my like if you know, you know.
Yeah.
That's what I like. Like, don't make it obvious. Like, if you know, you know.
My name is my
The
name.
reason why I don't brand myself like nerdcore artist, I want it to be as authentic as possible.
Yeah,
if
you'll
I'm
be
out
boxed
here
in.
like, yo, I'm a nerdcore artist, I'm trying to draw.
You're trying to draw
If you
in.
listen, you'll see it's a billion references about anime.
Yo,
RPG.
I love putting
Billion.
the Death Note reference in my
Yeah.
stuff. I like sneaking stuff in where it's like you said, if you know, you know.
Let's go ahead and just move into like projects. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we're gonna be having an event. We're working on an event. It's coming out May. He's coming out early May. So check that out. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have video games there. We're gonna have music there. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have
Straight competition.
competition there. Get some money there. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you guys got coming up? Shout outs, come ups, whatever, man. Spread the word, man. Right here, let's do it.
Lots of music. I'm working on a beat tape called Beat Kundo, named after Bruce Lee style. Jeet Kundo.
I like that.
Come on, dog.
Beat Kundo. That's vicious.
Working on a lot more than that, but we're definitely trying to do a lot with the martial arts imagery attached to music. We got Fallen Hype by Ro.
Fallen Hype by working on. I got a single Goku Black coming out.
Goku Black.
More visuals coming out. More fights coming up for sure.
Yes.
More training coming up.
Yeah. Definitely.
Everything.
I can't wait to see it, man. I'm going to see it. I'm going to support it, man. I can't wait to listen to you guys' music. That stuff is fire. The Inuyasha album is fire, man.
Thank you.
And anybody... Oh, yeah. No problem.
I'm trying to get into the Afrobeat scene. So, I've been working with a Nigerian label lately, and I'm trying to really break into that scene. So that's definitely bringing it back to Kobe. Like, you'll see us follow up on what we say, just like Kobe.
That's what's
just
up.
like Kobe. Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant.
Rest in peace. That's great.
We don't just talk. Me and Ro.
We bout it.
Yeah, y'all bout it.
Mamba style,
like
man. Hey, this is Co-Play Media, man. We are out of here.
Deuces. Peace.
You've been listening to Co-Play Media with hosts Diers and Demo. For more information on Co-Play Media and the Blurred community, visit coplaymedia.com or the Co-Play Media page at dc.radio.gov.